Imagine a world where a former superpower attempts to reclaim a strategic military base from a regime it once fought bitterly to overthrow. Sounds like the plot of a political thriller, right? But this isn't fiction. It's the latest chapter in the complex saga of U.S. Taliban relations. The Taliban government has firmly rejected former U.S. President Donald Trump's proposal to retake Bagram Air Base. A move that comes 4 years after America's tumultuous withdrawal from Afghanistan left the massive facility in Taliban hands. And this is the part most people miss. Trump's suggestion hints at a potential shift in U.S. policy, one that could reignite old tensions or even spark new controversies. Here's the backstory. After the U.S. withdrawal in 2021, the Taliban regained control of Afghanistan, but their rule has been anything but smooth. They've grappled with an economic crisis, struggled for international recognition, faced internal divisions, and battled rival militant groups. Trump's proposal seems to suggest that the Taliban might be desperate enough to allow U.S. forces back into Bagram. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this a realistic offer or a political maneuver aimed at criticizing the current administration's handling of Afghanistan? The Taliban's chief spokesman, Zabihullah Mujahid, wasted no time in shutting down the idea, urging the U.S. to embrace realism and rationality. In a statement on X, Mujahid emphasized that Afghanistan's foreign policy is economy-focused and seeks constructive relations with all nations based on mutual interests. He also reminded the U.S. of the Doha Agreement, which explicitly prohibits Washington from threatening Afghanistan's territorial integrity or political independence. The U.S. must honor its commitments, he added. But is this just diplomatic posturing or a genuine call for respect of sovereignty? What's striking is the Taliban's celebration last August of their 3rd year in control of Bagram, marked by a grand display of abandoned U.S. military equipment. This event didn't go unnoticed by the White House, and Trump has repeatedly slammed President Joe Biden for what he calls gross incompetence during the withdrawal. But here's the question that lingers. If the U.S. were to attempt a return to Bagram, would it be seen as a step toward stability or a recipe for renewed conflict? As the world watches, one thing is clear. The future of Bagram Air Base and U.S. Taliban relations remains as uncertain as ever. What do you think? Is Trump's proposal a viable strategy or a risky gamble? Let us know in the comments. This is one debate that's far from over.